Hey GreatDrams, tonight we'll be talking about MacNair's. Don't know if you've ever heard of them, but MacNair's Lum Reek. This is a peated 21-year-old whiskey. Bottled at 48% ABV, small batch, non-chill filtered, natural colour, and just happened to have won the world's best blended malt Scotch whiskey this year. So this is what we're talking about tonight. There's the beautiful bottle. There it is for all its splendour. All there. So MacNair's maybe not necessarily the most known brand in the world, but at the same time it's one that is definitely garnering the quality and kudos creds based on especially that award, but also to do with the flavour. Now I happen to have poured myself a cheeky one just before starting this, as is fitting, and I won't lie to you, I had a little nip on the way up here to the review room, and I'm massively impressed. For me, it is a whiskey that has a hell of a lot of depth, hell of a lot of flavour. It's very interesting, and what's even more interesting for me personally is the fact that it's from a brand that not many people know about. So that makes it all the more kind of curious and intriguing as well. So let's have a little go, shall we? So on the nose, really fruity, quite kind of fruity actually, with a lovely little tobacco note there. Some tropics going into it as well, that's for sure. Oh, that's nice. You can tell the mellow kind of peat dissipation that has happened over those 21 years in the cask. Unless you're unfamiliar with this, I'll just give you a very quick overview. When peated spirit goes into the cask, obviously the peat level and peat influence is super high and the oak influence is super low. That's kind of an inverse graph that I would draw if I was able to do so, imaginary, into the camera. So peat influence high, oak influence low when it goes into the cask itself. But over time, the peat influence actually goes down where the oak influence obviously goes up. So the peak kind of flavour profile for kind of aged peated whiskies is actually between about, say, 18 and 24, which ironically, this one's bang in the middle of that. Hence, I'm guessing why it won the award, because it is actually right in the sweet spot. And I've said this many times before, the Freud 25 for me is just edging that sweet spot, but works incredibly well. Others at a slightly lesser age also do work very, very well indeed. But it is that kind of, for me personally, probably between the 19 and the 25 age range for peated whiskies that really, really knock it out of the park. So this one is right up there. If you look at GreatDrams.com, we're doing a really in-depth review on it right now. By the way, just go to GreatDrams.com and search for the product itself. So go in and just type either MacNair's or type in Lum Reek, and we'll be able to find that for you. So, and the palate, those tobacco, those smoky notes come through in a really aromatic way actually. Something that's not kind of a backhander, but really well intertwined, really well balanced with those fruity tropical notes as well. On the finish, it does linger in a nice way. It just doesn't go like that. It just kind of hangs around just for a little bit, which is exactly what you want from a whiskey like this. Let me check out the packaging. Just have a little look there. All very, very cool in terms of bringing to life the character of the brand, which is Harvey MacNair. And then also, I mean, it was on here, let me just read for you. Known to his fellow Glaswegians as Broadhead or Bright Spark. He was forever coming up with new ideas. He was an innovator, a thinker, and a man who pushed forward several ideas, which is very, very cool. And then on the bottle, he's heroed through there as well. So very nicely done. As I said, bottled at 48.2. It is a limited edition, so make sure if you do want to try this, you get involved right now. Especially now that it's won that mega award. Personally, I don't see this hanging around for long. So yeah, get involved, enjoy, and let me know what you think in the comments. Cheers, until next time.